Watch me.
Good evening, PNG, and welcome to another exciting show of Ian Moore's Beat Tonight, your lifestyle and entertainment program. We've got another exciting show lined up for you, but to kickstart our show, I've got two lovely people in the studio here with me, Miss Mila Nash and Mr. Sandros, and they're from MC Fitness, and they'll be telling us more about the fundraiser that's going to be happening next month, and that's a Zumbathon X Fitness. Good evening, Mila.
Good evening
Sandros,
to you.
thank you very much for coming into the show. We'll start off with Mila. Mila, tell us a bit about the Zumbathon and X Fitness and what you're raising funds for.
Okay. The Zumbathon, basically, it is a Zumba itself, it's a dance fitness, okay? Now, we all, a group of people to do Zumba for a good cause. Okay. And what we are going to do this Sunday, the next Sunday, is to do the Zumbathon to fundraise for the Filipino victims from the Typhoon Yolanda. And the XFIT, the reason why we come up with all these ideas, because we believe from the MC Nash team, we believe that our country needs to promote more of the fitness and health. So we are dedicating our services for this fundraising. And XFIT, that stands with Sandro Fitness. And Sandro can...
Yeah, basically XFIT is a collection of functional movement exercises. It's all the exercises that we do here in this exercise derive from our natural movement.
Okay.
Natural movement. So we enhance it. We enhance it and make our body more fitter to be able to do this kind of movements. You know, natural things like running, jumping, squatting. You know. Unlike the traditional exercises, we do building
cardio
muscles.
On its own and
you know,
muscle
these exercises are inspired by bodybuilders, not the traditional exercises. But only few are bodybuilders. We just want to have a fit body.
Why Zumba or X Fitness is a form of fundraiser? I know a lot of people raising funds decide to have dinners, cocktail events.
That's right.
Why fitness?
Well, this is our business, fitness. No? Fitness is our business. So we thought that to raise fund, maybe we can combine what we do best, which is fitness.
Yeah.
So by doing this to the public, and at the same time showing them what is how you can be fit without using the gym equipment.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, you're just using your own body weights, your own body to exercise yourself. Join us to raise fund for the Filipino typhoon disaster.
Yeah. Mila, how can our viewers get involved in this? Where is the location and how much is registration?
This will be on the 8th of 2013, Sunday, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The registration will be on the spot, and we also appeal to all the corporate the corporate group of companies. We welcome your donation by depositing it to the Filipino Association bank account.
Okay.
You can contact Roel Santa Cruz, who is the president of the Filipino Association. Likewise, to Yvonne Barrow, who is my administration manager.
Okay.
You can contact them on 7214-9614. We got involved with this through the Filipino Association itself, being a Filipino myself, and Sandro, who happened to be my nephew, blood and bone, we could not just sit and be contented or just listen to the news. I told Sandro, we have to do something. So we contacted the Filipino Association, and I do believe the PNG Red Cross should be part of it, because the first agency that went through to assist the Filipino disaster,
the Red Cross.
the Red Cross around the world.
Right.
So I believe that PNG Red Cross should have to be in that situation too, to show themselves that PNG is not forgetting the Philippine disaster.
Also, how much would it cost for them to participate in the Zumbathon Fitness?
Okay, individual during the event, the Zumbathon and XFit Challenge event, it will be 50 kina per head.
50 kina
And
per
what
head.
we are targeting, at least 500 people, men, women, children, and adults. Genevieve, can I just recognize a group of Zumba instructors?
sure.
Okay. I would like personally thanks Joanne Sharp, who is the RPYC gym instructor, Moses Les Fidelis Vaya from the Life Gym in Holiday Inn, and Vani Davis from IBS, who voluntarily wants and love to support us by doing the Zumbathon.
Okay.
They will be leading the Zumbathon.
On December 8th.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Great.
That's between 6 o'clock. So you have to wake up at 5:30.
Wake up early, yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. With that, viewers, we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back on the other side, more of In Moresby Tonight.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks, Jen, for that first interview. Right, joining us on set once again, we have a new set of guests with me in the studio. I've got with me the guys from TSCF Graduates Network. I'm joined with the interim chairman, Mr. Yando Nimbo, and of course the interim secretary, Mr. Nathan Pork. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, Daryl.
All right, now they're going to tell us a bit about what TSCF does and how it came about. We'll throw this over to the chairman, Mr. Nimbo. Just tell us a bit about TSCF.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, MTV, for this lot. And TSCF stands for Tertiary Students Christian Fellowship. It's an interdenominational student ministry. You have the Catholics and the Seventh-day Adventists. So within that spectrum, all the students are going to colleges and universities across PNG. They're part of the student ministry. And we also are a member to the International Fellowship Evangelical Students. And it's in about 150 institutions all across Papua New Guinea, the 1-year colleges, 2-year colleges, and 4-year colleges. And then you have like 30 to 50,000 students attending it in a year all the time.
All right. Now, what was the whole purpose of putting together a group like TSCF?
Well, TSCF is basically influencing the students in colleges, God's principles and the Christian way of living. It started back in 1967 in association with a similar fellowship group called AFES in Australia, and since then it has gone leaps and bounds, and that we are here representing the graduates of that student ministry that began then, and we have a membership of about 80,000 plus. We're still counting.
Okay. What actually happens when you become a part of TSCF?
We try to provide the alternative, but also do every program based on the Bible. As a Christian country and as Christians, we try to get everybody together. So we organize programs where everybody's part and parcel of it. So we facilitate programs. We provide some very high-skilled speakers to speak on subjects concerned. We fly in speakers from overseas, and we also have some local graduates. Like right now, we have a lot of graduates in the marketplace, also in the business sector, and also in the politics. So there's some really good standing who are Christians and who have good role models to come and speak on subjects.
Who can be eligible?
All they have to do is to be part of that fellowship, be registered. I think it's still happening nowadays. We used to have these, during my days, TECF graduates, or no, TECF students certificate as members, so they can show that. For institutions that don't have that certificate, it's a matter of, because the members who have been through that fellowship, they know each other.
Okay.
So we have that connection. And so it's not really difficult to be.
Okay. So there's no registration involved or anything. You just need to be
No.
part of a fellowship.
No, yeah, once you go to a college or university, get involved with the student movement over there. Once you finish your 4-year degree or 2-year diploma or certificate, you'll be given a certificate of that you've been part of the. And then the next thing is where we're trying to get these guys to come to a more professional, up-class network in our organization. So.
All right. Now, just tell us a bit about what you plan on doing this Sunday, and where exactly will you be having your AGM?
It'll be happening at the Vision City Dynasty Restaurant. It'll start with the AGM at 3:30, and then by 6:30, we'll go for a break, and 7 o'clock dinner will begin, and the Honorable Thea Zurnuak, the current Speaker of the 9th Parliament, will be our guest speaker there. The vision is to influence Papua New Guinea and beyond through an effective Christian professional network, and that's the way the vision is. The purpose is to connect, the 3 keywords, to connect, to inspire, and to empower the members physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially.
There's one thing we say, God is your life, study is your priority. We really need a lot of Christian professionals. We really want to get all these Christian professionals to, come in, and we can make a difference through those areas.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you for coming, shedding some light on us about TSCF, and doing a great job. All the best, and enjoy your AGM and dinner that's come out this weekend.
Thanks, Darryl.
Thank you, Darryl, and thank you, IMT.
Righty up. There you go. If you're interested, you can give us a buzz here in Moresby tonight, and we'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction. Time for us to take a quick break. When we come back, more of In Moresby Tonight.
Every day.
Welcome back to the show. You're watching In Moresby Tonight, and this is one of the epic parts of the show because we've got an exclusive interview with Kino from Big Mountain, as well as the lovely Miss Jackie from Lamana Gold Club. Good evening, Kino. Good evening, Jackie. Welcome to the show. How are you this evening?
Wonderful.
Very good. Thank you for inviting us.
Looking forward to Saturday.
Very excited.
Very excited. Yes. We've been preparing for this show all our lives.
Yeah. Now I'll start with Kino. Can you tell us about Big Mountain as a band and more about how many members you have in the band?
You know what? We actually we trimmed down the members for this show. Regularly we can play with up to 10 people, and but for reasons we don't need to talk about, we brought our 5 strongest members, and we're just very excited, tickled to be here. It's been a long time waiting. We've been wanting to come here for a long time. We've been communicating with friends and supporters for a long time, so it's nice to finally be here.
Fantastic. Now, can you give us a brief about the band and how the band name Big Mountain came about?
You know, it was part, originally the name of the band was Shiloh, and we were an active band politically and just active in our community. We we started playing benefits for this movement or this these group of Native Americans, indigenous people in Arizona that were fighting relocation, and they were trying. The government was trying to take them from their land because it was very rich in coal and uranium. So, being a part of that struggle, we were inspired to be named Big Mountain because we weren't. At the time, we were called Shiloh. We had to let go of the name. But
fantastic. Now, when you were named Shiloh, what year did the band actually get together or start?
You know what? Our first actually Shiloh put out an album in 1989, and Big Mountain's first album was in 1992. There was an album called Wake Up, and we had a big tune called Touch My Light on that album, and Baby I Love Your Way was in 1994 with the album Unity.
How many albums have you got to date?
You know, we recorded 9 albums to date. We're working on our 10th album. A lot of them have been, you know, different projects we've done here and there. We did 4 albums with a label in Japan called Pony Canyon that didn't get the distribution that the big records did with Warner Brothers. Our first 3 albums were with Warner Brothers, so they're better known. They were better promoted. But yeah, we're working hard on our 10th album. We're about 90% done. Very excited. A little bit of a departure in some ways, but in a lot of ways, good old Big Mountain style.
Baby I Love Your Way. Now that is a single I'm sure I love and a lot of people love. What was the inspiration behind the reggae mix that you did? I know it's Peter Frampton's song, so what was the inspiration with you doing a reggae mix to it?
You know, it's an interesting story. That song was actually brought to us. The Peter Frampton version was in this movie called Reality Bites. You're probably too young to remember. It was with Winona Ryder and Ben Stiller. And it was sort of they called it Generation X. You know, it was like, it was sort of the, you know, people that in 1994 were coming of age, you know, were 18, 19, 20 years old. And as I said, the Peter Frampton version was in the movie, and the person that was in charge of directing the whole soundtrack, a guy named Ron Ferry, he came up with the idea to do a reggae version of it. At the time, our song from our first album, Touch My Light, was running things in Los Angeles. It was like a top 5 song in 1992, so it was impossible to escape. And one thing led to another. He wanted to do a reggae version. We were this new reggae band that was getting airplay, and he asked us to do a demo, and we did, and we got the gig. And, you know, the rest is history.
Yes, it is. Before we go, though, the lovely Miss Jackie from Lumana, can you tell us about why you decided Big Mountain here in PNG and what our viewers will be looking forward to on Saturday night?
Well, I mean, we've looked at Big Mountain for a while now, and we finally got them, because they weren't actually together for a while. So finally we decided we start bringing in bands, something that PNG hasn't really seen much of. So lately we've been bringing all these bands in, and you know, PNG loves reggae. You all love reggae, I know that. We grew up with reggae, and it was Bob Marley, and then it was Maxi Priest, and then there was Big Mountain, you know? So like, the best thing about Big Mountain is they've got so many songs that we all know here. So we knew that if we picked Big Mountain, you know, the show would go off. Everyone would want to come and watch this. You know, everyone knows those songs. He's gonna have his backup with the crowd, the audience on the night. You know, I'm sure there'll be people like just singing the entire concert, you know, so it's something that we are looking forward to. I was excited about too because, you know, I was a fan, you know, so now this is like a dream come true meeting them. And Kino, original singer there. So yeah, basically Lumana Girl Club, we just want to bring in, you know, live acts because that's something that PNG hasn't been doing. And because we've picked up with our reputation overseas, we've got a lot of bands that are willing to come over, you know, and just having Big Mountain on board with this, that's just a start to what we got coming in the future. And we are looking at having them come back, so but we're not sure when. So make sure you don't miss out this Saturday.
And there you have it, viewers. Lamana Gold Club Saturday night is the place for you to be. With that, we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, on the other side, more of In Moresby Tonight.
I heard that time can heal. You left me Caribbean blue. Oh.
Welcome back. Time to wrap things up on In Moresby tonight for another week. Genevieve,
Yes, it is.
what are you doing this weekend?
Well, we're definitely going to be hanging out somewhere on the weekend.
Hanging out
Around Port Moresby.
Around. Yep. Also, you might want to keep your eyes open for the craft markets. I think this is the last Saturday.
Yes,
Yep.
actually, it'll be happening this
Yep.
weekend.
Probably check out the tape color done at Ella Beach, or you can also head on over to the Holiday Inn here in Port Moresby.
correct.
They're always out there, the painters, the bill makers, and whatnot.
Yeah, selling the lovely
Yep.
PNG paintings and
Also, I'll be bringing some artist profile, some painters, some basket weavers, billow makers, billow dress makers as well. In the not too far future. So
correct.
yeah, should be
So if
good.
anybody out there also wants to be part of that,
Yep.
tell us more about the form of art that you do,
Yep.
whether painting, songwriting, dancing, whatever it is. You can get in touch with us here at IMT, and they can do that by
Calling us on 325-7322, dropping us an email
at imt@emtv.com.pg. And if you've also missed out on any of our episodes or want to find out more about In Moresby Tonight, you can also visit us on our Facebook page, which is
it's showing
shown
right
on the
here.
bottom of your screen right now. There you have it.
All right, we've got to go.
It's been an interesting week for us. Before we go, a special good night to a special someone up in Manhagan. A good night to you and to the people in Ley. We've been great hosts.
Who are we saying good night to? Any names?
No names. Just a big good night to a particular person. And to the rest of Papua New Guinea, thanks for watching the show. Good night. Keep safe.
Thanks for the likes on Facebook as well.
Yes, thank you. Keep them coming. Have a great night, PNG.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Faylene from 11.4. Vinzilla from 11.6. I'm Ree from 11.2. We created a variety of products from lemons that will be cheaper and beneficial for the environment.
You know the good thing about this air fresheners? You can make it yourself and it's free. Trust me on that.
My name is Jermogika and this is basically our science fair project. It's called a greenhouse power. Okay, our aim for this project is to create a cheap and reliable energy saving and environmentally friendly source of electricity that can power an average home in any weather.
My name is George and I'm in year 9. Well, basically here we have a cancer curing shake in which we call the cancer coconut. And simply we use the soursop fruit in which we extracted the seeds and the flesh and blended it together with the leaves to come up with a shake.